Hi.
Hi,
So, what's up?
all good?
So, finally we are back.
Yeah,
एक थोड़ा सा एक little break के साथ.
was occupied with couple of projects,
Yeah,
but as in when we get time, so we feel this is the most important thing to do.
correct. So basically आज का जो topic है वो बहुत important है and that is great videos needs great accompanying soundtrack and background music.
Correct,
So do you
correct.
agree with that?
Yeah, certainly, because I think plain answer to this thing is you watch any commercial, you watch any movie, and you just mute your television, and I think uh, you would like to just switch off the TV immediately because there won't be any connection with the film what's happening.
Correct.
So I think it plays very important role.
Yeah. So basically, what we can, have a basic rule that, music, from the first note of the music itself, it captures the attention of the viewer, as already, said by
Correct.
Aditya. So the music should be so much engaging and, it should convey the message your video want to, throw to your audience. So basically the selection of right kind of music track is also very important. And first of all, before selecting any music track, the first and foremost most important thing you need to check is if you can use that piece of music in your video.
Correct.
What I meant it
Yeah, that's also
by-
very important. Yeah.
So there should not be any royalty issues or licensing issues, right?
Yeah.
So that is the first, basic thing you need to check before using any kind of music track to your video.
Correct.
And now next coming to the selection part, like what, which music track, best suits your video.
Yeah, so I think the best idea is the moment you start your career into this field, you should have a hard disk, and as you move forward, as you do hundreds of thousands of projects, just make a local audio bank.
Right.
Okay. And that comes very handy as you move forward.
Yeah.
And also there are lots of
Yeah.
online
Right.
banks these days.
Yeah, we have
subscription-based.
online websites, we have archives there, and we have a huge round of collection of the music tracks of different genres. So you
Correct.
should also have a knowledge about the genres. Like, if you want to go for a corporate video, so what kind of music you are looking into? Like it's a subtle ambient type of music or an inspiration kind of music. And if you are going for some social cause, a CSR thing, so that should be a motivational kind of music. So music is one thing that that evoke emotions of your viewer. So along with the message, the music plays a very important role.
Correct.
And for example, if we have if our video consists of a voiceover, right? So for a voiceover thing, the best option to select your music is to have a soft and subtle music, so that you can hear your voiceover, the narration which is going on
Yeah.
very clearly.
Music is important, but it should not also overshadow the
If
VO effect.
right.
Yeah, because VO is also done in a professional way. That's
Right.
it sounds like soothing, and it has
Yeah.
marketing effect on the ears. The way it is recorded in the studio by professionals. Like the way you see people on radio jockeys. So so music has to be there in that case, but it should not overshadow.
Right.
the
So
effect.
too much of instruments in your music track, then your voiceover will, it will not be audible to your viewer, and there will be, a disjoint with
Yeah.
the
Correct. And lots of new people commit this kind of mistake, that what they do is they start a project, and they select the music, at the last stage.
At the last stage, right?
When everything is done, everything is sorted.
Yeah.
So, it should be otherwise. Actually, the music is, but I feel that music plays 50% role in any project. Okay.
Definitely.
So you can select, certain tracks in the beginning itself. You should plan, whatever kind of project.
So if we go about, like, if we are shooting for a brand commercial or an advertisement, so that that itself is on a high energy, a promotional thing. So then you have to have a high energetic kind of music, so that your audience immediately strongly connects with your ad.
Correct.
So this way you can shortlist. So whatever your viewer sees in your video, whatever your video is trying to convey, the message your video is trying to convey, then the music should accompany that. So otherwise what will happen is there should not be any disjointed
Correct.
experience of what the viewer sees and what the viewer hears. So that should be in total sync. Then only your video will be successful. Your objective will be fulfilled.
Correct.
That is the way we
100%.
go about the music.
Yeah.
And similarly, we can also talk about the explainer videos.
Yeah, very important.
Explainer videos also, we look into a soft or subtle kind of music. Why? Because we need to grab our viewers' attention to the content, to the detailing. What do you want to explain in your video?
Correct.
So then the music should be in the background, a little lower in pitch, and a soft music. So that way we can have a.
And I think Envato Elements, I've seen they have rich bank of music and sound effects.
Right.
And I think if you have that thing, so it pretty much solves your hunger for tracks and sound effects.
And sound effects as
And there are few more important.
there are also other options available for whatever suits you best.
Suits you and your budget. I think you can
that's
go for
important.
that.
So you can have there are many resources now.
And also if you want something very original for a good customer, good budget project, you should contact some good music composers in your town.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
To have that originality. in your video.
So there are lots of composers who specifically make tracks for the commercials, TVCs, advertisements, corporate films,
Right.
and social media, promotional content. So there are lots of good composers, and they're composers that work on various budget scales. So you can select accordingly. And
Sticking to
if
your
the project is very good, I'll certainly recommend go for a music composer.
Yeah, surely. That then it itself brings individuality to your video. It will create a different effect altogether.
Yeah, so that will be very customized, epic sort of, from starting to ending, based on the requirement, how the video should open, how the mid part will go, how the ending will happen, everything, the music will be designed, accordingly.
Right. So that so these are the key points. Anything you have to add on to music?
Yeah, that's all. I think only thing I want to suggest is that music should be given equal priority, equal weightage when it comes to any project. It is not something to be kept as the last minute work. You probably downloading some track from YouTube or something freely available. So it should be taken seriously, because when you take this seriously, you will realize, you will observe, the work quality has improved, you'll get appreciation, from your customers. So you'll notice that, naturally once you practice this thing.
Yeah. So that's really important.
Yeah.
So for for your next project, do look into these key pointers and make your video attractive and
Yeah.
engaging.
Yeah.